Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm coming today. I'm making some individual bread pudding cups. So I had some French bread left from my trip from New Orleans and it done got stale. So it's no better way to use it than to make this. It's a wonderful fall dish. It's a dessert and it's simply delicious. If you never had it before, you ought to try it. So let me show y'all how I'm going to do it. So with these, this is what I had left and they're stale. So we're going to first cut some little chunks. It makes a better, what is the name of it? What I'm trying to say here. Bread pudding. When you have crusty bread, or old bread, like if it's fresh, I've used it also, but it comes out better with this. I always get choked up on my words, y'all, but good morning, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I know I am. The weather is beautiful. It is fallish, and it's one of my favorite seasons. As always, I prep all of my stuff so I have everything laying besides me. So yeah, you just want to cut it up into little bite-sized chunks. I didn't know whether to use my loaf pan or my little square baking dish. I didn't know, but I said I was just going to take it and put it in this muffin tin to make some little individuals so you could kind of pick up and go. Now, I'm the only one in the house that eats this. My other son, he might try it. He might try it, but he don't like raisins, and I love raisins in mine. Growing up, my mama used to put she used to put fruit cocktails. So I might use this little. Gonna use that because it made a good little bit of bread. So I'm gonna use this little thing here. Yeah, if y'all never tried bread pudding, you ought to try it. It is delicious. So I was gonna use a little muffin tin right here that I already greased, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to put it into my little square dish. This is the one we're going to use. Because that's a good bit of bread and I didn't want to, I probably would have some left. So I'm going to put some little butter down here. And just swirl it around so it don't stick. A little butter. This is the one I'm going to use. Alright, so now that we have our bread cut up, what we're going to do is start making our custard. I'm going to put the bread in here. And we're going to make our custard for this bread pudding. My counter space is kind of tight, y'all, so I don't have a ton of room. So this is our cut up bread, and now to make our custard, we're going to be using some whole milk. And we're going to eyeball it. So we're going to use about 2 cups of whole milk. Okay, I'm going to pour that in here. Okay, then we're going to add 2 eggs in here. I create a lot of dishes, y'all, with this, when you're doing cooking, you know, a lot of dishes I accumulate. Okay, so we have the 2 eggs in there. Then we're going to put some vanilla extract, just about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then we're going to use some cinnamon. And all these ingredients, you eyeball it. You know, it's what you like. It's how much cinnamon, how much sugar, how much vanilla. It's totally up to you. Alright, so I used about a tablespoon. And then I'm going to add in some melted butter. And then we're going to add our sugar, so I'm going to use a half a cup of light brown sugar. and some granulated sugar. And whip it up. This is definitely customizable. So you can add what you want. You can add nuts to it. You can add whatever you want. I've seen people add banana to it. So you can add whatever you want. This is the way I do it. This is how I do it. Mix it up. And I want to taste it to see. I know I put egg in it, but just wanted to taste it to make sure it wasn't overly sweet, and it's not, because we're gonna be adding in some raisins. So now we have our custard ready, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna move that to the side. Bring in our baking dish and our cut up French bread. Put our cut up French bread. I was gonna mix it all in this bowl, but I'm gonna just take it and dump it in here. That way I could distribute my raisins. Like I said, my mom used to use fruit cocktails, and they used to be so good. I've never tried it with it since I've been making it on my own, but the next time I definitely will. I'm gonna bring back up some childhood memories. Yeah, y'all, this is super easy. Alright. Have my raisins. And I like a lot of raisins in mine. So we're going to add our raisins. Some people call it French toast bake, you know. So I call it bread pudding. Break up and add your raisins. Now that adds a little sweetness too, because this custard I made is not sweet at all. It's you taste the sweetness in it, but it's not overly sweet. Alright, so that's about enough. Then we're going to make sure our egg and stuff is mixed up. And then I'm going to just add this over here, over my bread. Just like this. Now the bread is going to soak up some of the custard. What I'm going to do is stop, and I'm going to kind of push it down a little into the custard. This bread is like a sponge to the custard, y'all, so. Okay. I'm going to pour a little more so it won't be dry. It'll be nice and moist. I've had my oven preheated on 350 degrees, and it's going to stay in there roughly about 35-45 minutes. I'm going to add a few more raisins. Today for dinner we're having some roast beef sandwiches on little subs and some chips. That's dinner today. Alrighty. Looking pretty good to me. That's my oven. Let me know, hey Toya, I'm ready for you. Push that down. So all of them have some moisture in it. You just want to press it down a little bit. It's definitely going to rise up after it comes out the oven. It's going to be, you know, standing tall, but after it sit, it'll go down. Alright, there it is. 350 degrees for about 35 to 45 minutes. Okay, while we're waiting on our bread pudding to come out the oven and have a few more minutes, we're going to make a little sauce for it. So we're going to combine 2 tablespoons of salted butter. And we're going to put that on in here. We're also going to put a 1/3 cup of brown sugar, some vanilla extract, just about a teaspoon, and we're going to whisk that around, just making a little to go on mine. Okay, So once our butter is completely melted, we're going to go ahead and turn the fire off. It's a quick little sauce for your pudding. Stir that around. And then I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of bourbon. Alright. And that's our sauce that we're going to use to top off our bread pudding. That didn't take 30 seconds and it's delicious. Okay everybody, our bread pudding is out of the oven. I let it cool down so I don't burn my mouth. Something I do on the regular. So we're going to cut a piece. And it smells amazing. Smell like fall, y'all. Of course, I'm going to cut a piece where all the raisins at because that's my favorite. Now, this is the only piece I'm going to eat out of here. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do, we made a little bourbon sauce. So I'm going to just take some and this is our bourbon sauce right here. And we're going to take a little and just drizzle on here like this. And then I'm going to sit my bread pudding right on top. Still warm at the bottom. And then I am going to be a little sassy and drizzle some on top. Baby, don't that look delicious, y'all? Alright. Now my favorite part is giving it a try. This is it, our bread pudding with our bourbon sauce. Beautiful. Now let's see if it tastes as beautiful as it looks. Let's see. It's nice and moist. That is delicious, y'all. That sauce on top, delicious. Give this recipe a try, y'all. Leave me a comment down below. This is it's still kind of warm. But baby, when I tell you it's a 10 out of 10, it's a 10 out of 10. It is so good. Delicious. Thank y'all for watching. I love each and every one of y'all. Have y'all an amazing day on purpose. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Bon appetit.